of Edah and the Chains of Silence. In the mighty kingdom of Oduwa, the laws were unshakable. Women must remain silent. From birth, girls were taught to lower their gazes, hush their voices, and obey without question. They were forbidden from reading, forbidden from speaking in court, forbidden from shaping the future. Women must be seen, not heard, the elder said. Knowledge corrupts them. But among them was Edah, a girl who refused to accept silence. Edah's father, a royal scribe, had secretly taught her to read, slipping books beneath her mat under the cover of night. She devoured every hidden scroll, memorizing the ancient words and asking dangerous questions. "Why must we remain silent?" she asked one day. "Because it has always been this way," the elder said. But that answer did not satisfy Edah. She saw no wisdom in chains. One evening, as the torches in the palace flickered against the wind, Edah crept into the archives. Her fingers traced the spine of an old, forbidden manuscript, one that spoke of lost histories, of queens who once ruled before silence became law. As she turned a fragile page, a shadow loomed behind her. The guard. She was dragged before the king, her wrists bound with rope. "A girl who reads is a danger to order," the council declared. Women were given ears to listen, not lips to speak, one elder spat. The punishment for such defiance was exile, banishment beyond the kingdom's borders, where the land was wild and survival was uncertain. But the king, a man not easily swayed, studied Edah with intrigue. "If knowledge is power," he said, "prove it." He gave her one night to prepare for a test. If she failed, she would be cast out forever. With a torch flickering beside her, Edah sat in solitude, her mind racing. She had one chance to change everything. The next day, the king presented 3 impossible riddles, questions that had stumped even his wisest advisers. The first spoke of the river that never runs dry. Edah answered, "Time, for it flows endlessly." The second asked of a beast that grows stronger when divided. She replied, "Knowledge, for when shared, it multiplies." The final riddle demanded the name of something more dangerous than swords. Edah met the king's gaze and said, "Ignorance." A hush fell over the court. No man had ever solved them all. "Knowledge is not a curse," Edah declared. "Ignorance is." The elders murmured in protest, but the king was silent, deep in thought. Then he stood. "If wisdom belongs only to men, why has a girl bested you all?" The law was broken. The ban on learning was lifted. Schools were built. Girls flooded the halls of learning, their voices no longer silenced. Some still whispered behind closed doors, clinging to old traditions, but the tides had changed. Edah became the first female scholar of Oduwa, her words shaping the kingdom's future. And so, Whenever a girl in Oduwa raised her voice to speak, the people said, "She carries the spirit of Edah." Lessons. Education is the key to liberation. Edah's ability to read and think critically gave her the power to challenge oppressive traditions. Knowledge allows people to break free from societal limitations. Questioning injustice is necessary. Edah refused to accept unfair customs simply because they were tradition. True change begins when people dare to challenge outdated beliefs. Fear is a tool of oppression. The elders suppressed women's voices out of fear. When a society keeps people ignorant, it is easier to control them. One voice can inspire many. Edah's courage encouraged other women to fight for their rights. Change often starts with one person willing to stand up. A woman's worth is not defined by silence. Edah proved that speaking up does not make a woman less valuable. Strength and wisdom are more important than blind obedience.